Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Mom here.
Storm here.
Kimmy here.
We're going to be watching more Star Wars Andor today.
Yay.
Episode 7.
Yes.
We had a huge episode last time. The
Sure.
Eye.
Definitely, yeah.
Spectacular event.
Yeah.
Very
Beautiful.
sad we had a lot of deaths, but our rebels succeeded somewhat. They
That's
got
right.
the money.
And Cassian killed Skeen.
Yes.
He did. For
Yeah,
a
he
reason,
did.
because he wanted to keep all the money for himself.
Yeah, I'm
He wanted to
disappointed in
split it.
And
that.
split it with Cassian. Yeah.
He was going to split it with Cassian,
Yeah.
and he was trying to make a deal with him so they could take off together because they'd probably be more successful
yeah.
taking it together than him by himself.
And that was
Definitely,
his
yeah.
whole
Yes, he
scheme.
lied
His
about his
scheme.
Skeen
all-
scheme.
He
Skeen
lied.
had a
Yes.
scheme
He lied.
all along.
Yes, he lied about his brother, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know,
Like,
it made me
like
think
Cassian.
because I don't think Val was in on that, of course. I really
No,
don't think
I don't
so.
think
But
so.
the
Yeah.
fact that she pushed Skeen to tell his story about his brother to Cassian or Clem,
Right.
you know, but that's a story she knew. So
That's
she
the
didn't
story
believe
she
that
knew, and
he
it
betrayed.
moved her
Yeah.
so much. And she's like, you need to hear this story
That's
because
right,
it's
so-
very
Yeah.
moving.
So I'm sad to see Skeen was like that because I
am
really,
too.
I believed him. We all
Yes.
believed him.
Yeah,
you know?
we
Yeah.
thought he was a great protector of the team,
That's
and
right.
he
He
wasn't.
wasn't. It's just the
It was
opposite.
almost like he felt threatened, like there was another threat for
Yeah.
him. Like, oh, I'm
Going
supposed to be,
after
I'm
Clem.
supposed to be the
Yeah.
only secret threat. You know, I'm going to take all these guys down because essentially that's what he was going to do
Yeah.
That's true.
to
Yeah.
get the money.
Not good.
Exactly.
And but yeah, so Cassian at the end, I mean the fact that he even shot Skeen right away.
Just
That's
like
right.
that.
You know,
'Cause he
no
knew.
hesitation really.
Yeah.
Like he was
No, he
shocked
didn't.
and then he just killed him.
That's
It was
right.
like no questioning
Yeah,
after
because
that.
at this
Yeah.
point you can't trust him at all because he's going to point the gun at you and shoot.
Yeah.
you. he
Definitely,
knows.
yeah.
Because it's not
Yeah,
just
right.
about lying. He's like, I'm going to screw over all of you. Like, Cassian's a true rebel to be like, you know, for the rebel cause. Because for Skeen to be like, well, it's about me at this point.
Right.
I'm going
That's
to
right,
screw
yeah.
over the rebels now that sacrifice lives.
Yes, they worked so
themselves to get
hard.
all
Look at
this.
Nemec. I mean,
Yeah.
he did everything he could
Yeah.
for the
Definitely,
team,
yeah.
right down to, you know, being so injured and he's still, you know, screaming, climb, and telling him what to do on that
Yeah.
great piece of equipment he had that nothing happens to it. You know, you can't hurt it. You know, it was wonderful through the whole, you know, ordeal, how it just continuously worked.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
when
they
odds
needed
were
Nemec
against
to do
them
it.
and everything hit the fan.
Yeah.
And thank God he was still
Wow.
alive to still give coordinates or just directions on what to
That's
do.
for sure, my gosh. Yeah.
In the eye. How
Wow.
spectacular is that?
It was. It
It
was
was.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And for so many people to die, too.
Mhm.
You know, we
That's
had
true.
Nariman die and Gorn died. So,
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of
Yeah,
sacrifice.
Mhm.
And there was a lot of treasure there.
Oh,
A
that
lot
sure
of gold.
was.
And it was so
Yeah.
heavy and big. I didn't think it was going to be like so,
Yeah, it was
you
so
know,
much.
tremendous. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it is a lot of dough there.
There is, and it's good that they had Cassian too because they didn't even know how to get it out of there. So it's
Yeah.
good that he was there.
They didn't get it all out, though.
Yeah,
They
but
didn't
they
get
got
it
a big
all,
portion.
but they
They
got a
were-
good chunk to
they
bruise
sure
them.
did, yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think they were going to take the whole thing out,
Yeah,
but yeah, I
yes,
still
yes.
think they got less than they thought they were going to
Yeah.
get, but they still took a huge
Hey.
chunk
Oh,
of it.
they
They were
yes,
very
did.
successful in my eyes, and
Yes,
Luthen was
for sure.
happy. He was relieved.
He was
That's right, my
genuinely
gosh, he
happy.
was,
He
yeah.
was so happy.
Yeah, and now what's going to happen with him? You know,
Um,
will he be okay? Will they find out more information
Yeah,
about
my
him?
mom
Get a little
will
sus
too.
about him. So shall we?
We shall.
Yes.
All right, 107 on Disney Plus.
My mom is calling me. These action figures.
Is that what you're wearing?
Boy, here we
so.
go.
He's done us a tremendous favor. You need to remember you're not just representing yourself today.
What is it that you hear my caller saying?
I don't believe in myself. I am desperate for approval.
Ouch.
The criminals responsible for last night's atrocity on Aldani think they've taken the Empire by surprise.
Like she's
This
talking.
is why we recruit so carefully and demand so much.
We will make it clear that no one steals from the Empire.
I spoke with Emperor Palpatine last night.
Yeah.
The Emperor will be convening an emergency session of the Senate to propose a legislation package of bills and amendments with even indirect effect on the Empire will henceforth be branded a Class 1 offense.
We're treating what happened at Aldani like a robbery.
What would you call it?
An announcement.
Mon Mothma.
I should have called. We're on our way to the Senate. I realized we'd be passing by. I'll be right back.
Ah, is it true? Claire was just...
Yeah, I have to keep using the big motions.
It was you, wasn't it?
I explained to you the risk of new faces, but you seem to know better. You knew where this was going. You've always known.
Yeah.
It was time for that as well.
Palpatine won't hesitate now.
Exactly. We need it. We need the fear. You're not angry at me. I'm just saying out loud what you already know. There will be no rules going forward.
I'm afraid I won't be taking either of these pieces this morning.
I have some new things coming in very, very soon.
I'll be sure to come by.
Can't hide forever.
Nope. God, just to put on that fake smile
I
and
know
pretend.
it.
Oh my
On
God,
both
for all that
ends.
pressure.
Yeah.
There are no small jobs at the Bureau of Standards. I spoke with your uncle, Morlana One.
There's a rebel murderer running free because of corruption and laxity in the corporate authority. I was punished for trying to uphold the law.
Probably best for everyone to just edit this a bit before signing you in. I'm sure you.
So he's just like,
okay, it didn't happen.
Starting. New beginning.
see, that's what he
He's like,
hates. That's what the Empire
If
keeps doing.
after-
They keep brushing it off like it's nothing,
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll just erase that.
which is a good thing. His pants.
At ease.
Just got off the horse.
Yes, sir. Ma'am.
Tunic. I want a record of all missing avionics, comm, navigation, and targeting equipment.
For which star system?
All star systems.
Will do.
I just found you falling asleep.
Get on with it.
Crap.
Where is he? I shouldn't even be here. I really thought he'd be here. Every loss is different. Everyone's the same. I recruited Taramin myself. And receiving messages is just as dangerous as sending them. You should keep that in mind. We have a loose end. Cassian Andor.
You mean kill him?
This is what revolution looks like.
It's like, what are you fighting for if you're going to start killing each other?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh. I have money for you.
Just you.
Oh, okay.
Hey, give me a hug.
I want a hug.
Ferrix is under Imperial authority. You shouldn't be here. The Imperials are here to stay. They're not going away this time. It's all come undone.
We won't have to worry about that. Ice Court. They've got enough credits to get us anywhere. We're gonna clear out. Leave this mess behind. It's all gonna be different now.
I get so tired. You surprised me.
What am I thinking? It's late. Yeah. You get a rest.
Something's
Okay.
weird.
I don't
Something's
know,
weird
maybe
with
she's
her.
not gonna be.
Maybe she's just used to
Yeah.
being there now. And
Yeah.
Sorry we're not having dinner. How long are you staying?
I'm back to Chandrila tomorrow.
Well, I haven't been home all year.
We're both a long way from where we started.
Have I changed so much?
We've all had to adapt.
Can I call back our old kinship and share some truth with you?
Mother?
It's been a long time and you've certainly grown up.
So everyone says.
Typical banker, no one pays me to be original.
He's fun.
Ask if I may be excused.
Another part of the challenge.
It's a difficult age. Is this personal or political?
Uh-oh, is her husband
Then I'd suggest you
listening?
hesitate.
Why?
I don't trust her husband.
Like I said, we've both changed.
Yeah, just hanging out with girls.
Sorry, I think I've had a bit too much of Perry's empty punch.
be careful.
Drink up.
I like what you're saying.
So
he doesn't like
keeps
it.
looking and wondering.
I've been wondering all day how I could be sure of confiding in you.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I know, I'm so scared. Like,
Say hi. I've learned from Palpatine. I show you the stone in my hand, you miss the knife at your throat. I know they watch me, and I want that. Because as long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation, there's a good chance they'll miss what I'm really doing. I'll ask you to be chairman. It will involve visits here to Coruscant. It will appear to be another of my benevolent and useless irritations.
Like her husband there, flirting with women.
Or perhaps you find my politics a bit strong for your taste.
I like you.
Heron's on his way over. Smile.
There you are. May I steal her back? There's a few guests that require special handling. Of course.
To be continued.
It's a lot to take in.
Poor thing. She's
Yeah.
for her to tell her dear friend that her husband can't be trusted.
And you have to do it in plain sight too, so it's not suspicious. Keep smiling.
Keep smiling. Ding dong.
Bang bang.
Bing.
Did it wrong, it's supposed to be knock knock.
Remember when your father caught me climbing over that wall?
This is the last place you should be.
I think those were his exact words. What happened to you?
I ran into a wall like I do. You can't be here, Cass. People blame you for what happened.
Blame me?
Put the entire town at risk and now there's Imperials on the street.
And I'm the villain.
You need to get as far away from here as you can.
You won't have to worry about me anymore.
He knew that the corporals were on you, but not for me.
12,000 credits. It's everything I owe. Son, Nurchi Brazo, Demon.
Yeah. She might not see him again.
Here they come.
Oh, see, right there. Hey. I hate
They have
those.
to check it out. I mean, that's ridiculous if they don't. They had to have seen it.
March, stop it.
Nope.
Oh boy.
He's gonna get shot. He's gonna be in the crossfire.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
See, he was trying
And
to
he's
calm
in
it
the middle
down.
of it.
Yeah, so he's...
No, he was stopping it.
Crap. See?
No.
No.
Oh, come on.
Just that hearing of the footsteps.
What is this?
I'm not going.
What are you talking about?
I'm staying.
But it's not safe. Well, we'll find a place they haven't ruined yet.
I'm already there. That place is in my head. They can build as many barracks as they like. They'll never find me.
This is madness.
No, it's not. It's overdue and probably doomed, and I'm too old, and I don't care anymore. Then yesterday I heard about this attack at Aldani. Have you heard about this? If there are heroes brave enough to take on a whole Imperial garrison, I'm brave enough to stick it out here. Whatever it takes. I've been lying around waiting to die long enough.
You can't beat them, Marva.
Not if I run away.
I'll be worried about you all the time.
That's just love. Nothing you can do about that.
Can I speak now?
No!
Let him speak.
Tell me you understand.
I don't.
Stop searching for your sister. It's a fantasy. There were no survivors on Canary.
I'm coming back.
Oh, jeez.
Of course you are.
I believe our sector protocols, as described in the ISB Code of Conduct, are being violated by Supervisor Miro, and that this overreach, for which she was previously reprimanded.
Supervisor Blevin obviously finds my conduct a more interesting subject than the advancement of integrated Imperial security.
I'd be curious how many people at this table will think it careful that you found a way to access our sector data without ever filing a request.
Is that true, Dedra?
There is a focused, organized rebel effort to acquire highly restricted Imperial military components. I believe Supervisor Blevin is aware. I have a documented file ready to go. I believe his accusations here this morning have more to do with self-preservation than any sense of urgency.
For the moment, I'm reassigning the Morlana sector to Supervisor Miro. Ferrix is of great interest to her and has clearly become a distraction for you.
Wow.
Thank you all for the lively session. Dedra, if you'd walk with me a moment.
Good. I mean, it's not good for the rebels, but it's good for her.
Yeah.
Watch your back.
That's scary.
Big time.
Oh, boy.
With Avatar
Cassian
Banshees
somewhere
now.
warm.
I'll be out in a minute.
What are you doing?
Washing off.
Keith, are you listening?
Get him. They're gonna confuse him. Oh, we hate those things.
Oh,
Yes.
What do you think you're doing?
Hey.
Excuse me?
You keep looking around.
Just trying to figure out what's going on.
You a part of it?
Part of what?
Wait, no.
Oh.
I'm a tourist.
Tourists don't run.
But I'm not running.
You got that right.
Oh, how cool.
Oh, boy.
Wait, what is he?
We'll be friends.
Oh, okay.
No, he means what?
Oh, crap.
Tell him you mean what?
Wow.
Charges.
Civil disruption, anti-imperial speech, following the scene of anti-imperial activity.
My
Oh,
God.
my God.
This used to be a 6-month sentence.
Oh, shit.
6
years.
6
Oh,
years?
6 years.
Holy crap.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay.
This is his life now.
Wow.
Got a great pension.
Oh, man.
jeez. God, 6 years.
I like this music.
What the-
Jeez, I know, right?
What did he do? He's
He
just
didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm curious
Well,
on who
that's right.
Uncle Harlow is. This connection that he has to get a job again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
so
make everything all right.
I mean, here he's just walking around and just shows you how much control the Empire has. They
Definitely.
just accuse him because he looks similar, and they're trying to find reasons to get him in trouble.
Yeah, are you
For
part
sure,
of this?
yeah.
Are you part of this?
And there's no reasoning, there's no justice at all. Like, that's
That's
all it is. And then he's sentenced to 6 years. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
just for
crazy.
walking
Wow.
toward the
That's
store.
right.
Yeah, and this is a silly question, but is this in the now, or is this what happened to him before?
I'm thinking it's in the now because he said he wanted to go somewhere nice and warm
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
with
And no matter what
Marva, and she
happens.
didn't want to go, so
Poor
he's just
Marva,
laying
you know.
low.
Yeah, I feel bad for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because Marva wants to stay.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
she's such a strong warrior. I mean, I'm sure she's gotten into a lot of fights with the Empire before. I mean, when we first were
yeah.
introduced to her, and
right.
she found Cassian and had no choice but to take him with them. Otherwise, he was going to get killed. But and it sounds like Clem. I don't think we heard his name besides with Cassian.
Yeah.
That was her friend's name, and he was the one. I'm assuming he got shot and
He
killed
was
there.
killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were hung there too, so maybe he was
Right.
hung after.
going against the Empire.
And here he was trying to maintain peace. He was trying to calm down the rebels, the people fighting and throwing rocks at the soldiers. And
Yeah.
he was in the crossfire, so he was just judged because he was there. Like, oh,
Right.
you're part of that.
Wrong
Just
place,
like how
wrong
Cassian
time.
was here. Like, there's no reason for it. It's just like, yep, you're part of it. You just
Yeah.
look suspicious. You're sweating a
against
little bit.
us.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's hot. No,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm at a beach.
I mean, he was nervous and he probably was sweating because he was trying to
You
get
know,
out
but,
of there. But
and it's
still.
so funny because you would be. I'm sure I'm sure you're like me. Like even if a policeman came up to you and talked to you, I'd be like, hi, I'd stutter a little bit, so
Yeah,
I would be
I
a
would
little
too.
nervous. But
Yeah.
to be like just accused like that and
That's
then
right.
just abruptly taken away, and now he's sentenced to 6 years in prison.
Yeah. And then you have that
That's
robot
right.
that they're really aggressive and they
Oh,
hear
that's
words
scary.
and they mishear certain things and they just attack, like it's very violent. And
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if
my
that was
gosh.
the same robot from Rogue One or not.
I know
but-
it looks
Yeah.
like the same type of.
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty terrifying how quick that just went south, and not in a fun
Big
way.
time.
Yeah, just like
Big time.
a terrible thing.
my
And he was
Gosh,
being deceitful to his lover. He was doing
Yeah.
something else. He said he was showering, but he wasn't. He was putting things together and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
he had
I
a
got that wet.
secret,
Whoops.
case
Yeah.
up above the shower stall. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was keeping a secret. So it didn't seem like a true good relationship, like a true.
Yeah, I think
commitment.
he's just hooking up and doing his thing and
He's
been
been
just
with her for
kind of
a little
alone
bit.
for the most part. But it's sad to see Marva stay behind. I get her point, and with her being older too, it seemed like she was set in her ways, and she's always been very strong where she wants to have purpose and be rooted and be able to fight there. I hope that's not going to be her demise. Something tells me
I
like,
know
that
it
it's
because
going to be.
the robot's there, and if the Empire goes in and does another sweep, I mean, they can take, his information and know that Cassian was there and they had a conversation. Could be, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I love the droids, but there's ways to get that information. I mean, R2D2 was very concealed or, had
but I don't know about Beast.
Where it was
so
hard
I
to
don't
hack
know.
him. But you never know. But it's very dangerous all around. And even with Bix, I mean, how she was talking to Cassian, like knowing a little bit more that they did hook up in the past and they were closer. And,
you
she was just
you
done.
can still see that she was hurt by that still.
Yeah.
At this conversation we just heard.
Yeah, because she didn't want him to permanently leave, or maybe she did because she was so hurt, but she knew that was probably a forever thing, and that really got to her. But you're just living a dangerous life. Like, even no matter where you go, even Marvel was saying, the Empire is everywhere. They took over everywhere. So the Ferrix are not here. They're going to be the next place we go.
Yeah, and
just like him.
And for Bix to say, just go. And, she wanted to be the one to tell him to go. And when he said, don't worry about it, you'll never see me again. So that was very hurtful to her to hear that, because it's true. It's definite, and they are, they're under complete scrutiny. I mean, everywhere you go, you can't. You even just being out in the open in their own little, spot there, they still can find you no matter what. But he did do good. He paid off all his I want to say friends, but all the people he owed, and took off.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily he was able to do the job, and he got the credits to have some freedom. And then we had Vel. She was talking to that lady, and she has, alternate motives on what she wants to do.
Yeah, and she wants her to get rid of Cassian because he knows too much about Luthen. So I don't think that's good. I don't think Val's going to do that, because he was valuable to her and her cause and the team's cause, and he left her with everything but what he was owed. And that means a lot. And he gave her the crystal back. So she has a lot of trust in him. So I don't know if she's going to do that or not. Maybe she's going to try to see Luthen before and see what his thoughts are.
See, and this is terrible. Easier said, but you have the whole galaxy that's taken over by the Empire. So now you have people, which there are many rebels and it grows, but still, there's just so many that are just under the control of the Empire that the numbers are nearly not comparable, and people need to stand up for their freedom. And then they have different perspectives on how to go about it, and some are not good intentions, as we've seen already in the show. So with this lady talking to Vale and being like, you have to kill off this guy that knows too much, and then you have Luthen talking to Mon Mothma saying that, well, civilians are going to have to die because it's just part of the game to really get our message across, and she's against that. So it's true. It's like you get to the point where, what are you really fighting for? You can say freedom, you can call it whatever you want, but if you just start murdering a lot of innocent people, what makes it right?
And for Val's point of view, Cassian really stepped up, and he, out of everybody, he stepped up more so because, he didn't want to do that to begin with. And for him to go so far and work so well and leave on a good note, and he really did help, the cause. So for her to, be asked or told to kill him, that's a lot for her to swallow. And she really wanted to know, in addition, about Cinta. How is she doing?
Yeah. So I think that's going to be a major conflict, too, because Cinta, even though Cinta and Vel are really, really close and really love each other, care for each other, I feel like because Cinta does what she's told all the time, it's going to come down to making the right choice or doing what you're told to do. So I think that's going to be its own conflict that we'll see down the road.
Yeah.
I'm curious because she might be doing the right thing. I like Cinta's character, but I feel like that's going to be a challenge later. To show that just because you're doing what you're told to do doesn't always mean it's right on both sides, you know?
Right. Like if they told her to kill Cassian, I think she would overvow.
Yeah, I think so too. And I was saying Deirdre before, but it's Dedra is what I've been hearing. Dedra. Okay. Like she, you know, she's very impressive, and I'm glad that, I mean, honestly, that her boss is listening instead of, not that I don't care about the Empire at all,
right?
But just to see how stupid they are, like how close-minded and just like, all right, whatever. We're just gonna turn away from that and just move on because we can't be bothered, you know.
Yeah, and that's her rival just to be like, nah, I'm telling on you.
I just how in our face,
and
like,
I'm so glad the Major didn't even listen to him. He's like, nope, you're taking over. But he did warn her, you got to watch your back.
Yeah, he did.
Because you can't trust him. Because now you really not only embarrassed him, and you took over his job, now, you know, he will retaliate. He will do something to you.
Yeah. I want to know more about Karn's character. I want to see where he goes from here.
There's no way he's just going to sit there and do
There's no way, because it's still happening to him.
That
like
collar's
guy just
wider,
saying, like, no, okay, we're just going to fix a few things on your resume, so that way, you know,
you're going to move up in the world.
Just another blind eye to things, and it's just not good. So I really think he's gonna be more ambitious now. Because him just mumbling that, like he's like, it's so hard for him to just let it go, and he can't. I get it. Like it's wrong that what the Empire's doing, and he's trying to do the right thing, and he's just like, like 2 of my coworkers died, and they're just blowing it off like it's nothing, and this is what happened, and there's a murder on the loose, and he's just like spewing all this information out of it, like under his breath, where he just has to get it out, you know. So there's no way he's gonna just like sit there and just take it, you know.
Right. He has to get he has to get together with it. Is it Dedra you said?
Yeah, Dedra.
He's got to get together with her because they make a good team.
I know I'd probably be bad for
it would be bad,
that would be good.
In their world it would be wonderful if they got together because they know and they're determined. I mean, she risked it all to get where she is, and it paid off.
Yeah, and now she has to watch her back.
Yeah.
You know, at your own job too. Like that's so scary. Like you're trying to do the right thing for your
they know there
job
was
standards.
And they know there was a breach. So at the garrison, so they're like, if there's a breach there could be a breach everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's really true.
Yeah,
and even Mon Mothma, they're checking out her money too, going out of her own personal accounts.
That's so scary. I really like Mon Mothma. Seeing her in this series is great, and I want to see more. Like even talking to her friend.
And she doesn't trust her husband.
No, I mean never.
We kind of knew. We all kind of knew that because they had brush, you know, with each other in private converstions. But for her to actually say to her dear friend, you know, this is my
even
husband,
her driver
he's coming. Do not trust him. And
I think she's closer to her driver. She even knows her driver's name, and her husband doesn't know.
She was saying, and she was saying something about the ISB about her driver too. Like they're checking him out. They're checking everybody out.
They're checking everyone.
Yeah.
So you have to be like in plain sight to be suspicious, you know. So you
keep smiling.
So that's really, really hard, and especially her. Like I like her interactions with Luthen and having to keep on that fake facade and smiling, and he's mainly facing the driver, so he has to keep on the smile more than her. You know, and you have to be very exaggerated in your emotions. You're all excited, positive to be here.
Yes, because he has to portray a shopkeeper. He has to portray he has these beautiful artwork and you know, these artifacts that, you know, the senators, you know, is very appealed to. So he has to portray that persona that he is who he is. That's, you know, and that's really hard to do when you have this huge conversation that just happened. Like you have to talk about this
huge dangerous event that just blew up everybody, blew up the whole world. Or universe, but here, like, you know, it's like, what kind of emotions do you do? They're so good at it, you know, doing the right things. Like, come this way. I would have been like, so you want that piece or not? You know, like, what's wrong with you? You know, so it takes a lot where you have to stay calm. You have to be very aware of your emotions, like what you're actually doing and your emotions.
Yes, and that beautiful artifact that you have, that weapon and
any words. And you really have to trust certain people, like Luthen does with his friend that's there that helps out.
Yes,
you know,
that's right.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yeah.
my
So
Yeah.
another
And
good
she was
episode.
even leery about Mon Mothma. She goes, I don't know. I don't know what her next plan is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, good episode. Can't wait to see the next one. And thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.